Hey YouTube, Mickey. Today I'm filming with my iPad again. My video camera's stuffed up anyway. Just want to do a quick vid on my fishing gear. I'm going in 2 weeks time. I'm going down to a state forest near Ulladulla, near my uncle's property, and apparently there's a nice freshwater creek there with bass. So yeah, I thought I'd put my fishing gear out and take it along with me. So so it brings me to the point, what do I take fishing with me when I go fishing, which is hardly ever. But what will I take? Basically, I'll be taking this. It's a Shimano. Is it a Shimano? Yeah, Shimano telescopic or collapsible fishing rod. I think I bought this from this fishing shop. Oh, I can't remember where I bought it from, but yeah, I've gone fishing with it before, and I have caught bass with it. So yeah, it seems to do pretty well, and yeah, so I just discovered a little compartment there that wasn't there. It's got a bit of room in there, so just thinking I could store some hooks and stuff in there, and sinkers, which I may do. Cool, didn't know that. Alright, so yeah, no, I've caught bass with this before, and basically I've lost the plastic cover that keeps all this together, so just got the good old duct tape keeping it together. And what I do, I usually carry this in my, well, I do carry this in my car, my 4-wheel drive, every day. I just leave it there just in case I get the urge to pull over and drop a line in. But I keep a just a sinker on there and a lure, some cricket. And actually, this is the lure that I actually caught the bass with when I went bass fishing beginning of this year. So yeah, so basically it's just always there, it's connected there, and just get the good old duct tape and tape him on there, and keeps that pretty much secure. So so yeah, that's always in my car, but this will be part of my it'll be part of my pack, or part of my day hike bag when I go down to the river or creek there. So that's a good old Shimano. Didn't cost me much. I think it only cost about don't quote me on this, but about 40-50 bucks, maybe less, maybe 35, I can't remember. Wasn't very expensive. The reel, obviously, it's not nothing special, but Shimano R2000. I'm not a fisherman, so yeah, I don't know if that's a good reel, but I know Shimano is a good brand, so there you go, that's Shimano. The knife, I mean, you know, I'll take me bushcraft knife, but I don't really want to get fish guts and shit on that. So obviously, you know, and knives all have their different purposes. So you know, I would take my Leatherman Wave. It's got a nice, decent little thin, sharp blade there, so you could gut fish with that. But again, I don't want to get blood and guts on that if I don't have to. So the dedicated fishing knife I would bring would be my Muley. I think Mr. Aussie Adventurer gave one of these away. But that's a it's a good little fishing knife. It's got that to get the scales off, and it's nice and thin to process fish. So so yeah, that's the knife I'll bring in my pack, purely for processing fish. And then I'll bring an extra tackle little box. I mean, it's empty at the moment because I've been taking bits out of it and putting it in all my EDCs and all that kind of stuff. But I'll probably run with that and just put a couple of more hooks and sinkers in there, a couple of more lures and stuff like that. I probably might buy even a bigger one, but you know, that's good enough for what we're doing. We're going there just to drop a line in and see what we catch. We're not going there specifically to catch fish. It's just more of a relaxation and fun thing to do while we're kicking back. But what I do have, which I made a long time ago, and I'm not sure if I've done a video purely on this, is my Canterbury inspired fishing kit. and it's just a PVC pipe with you know, the top of the PVC pipe, and I've just duct taped it to seal it off there. It's another bit of PVC pipe there, and I've drilled a hole to put a very solid lanyard in there so I can strap it on my belt, but generally it's strapped on one of my mollies on my bag, and this is usually carried on my bob bag. But the bob bag sits in my cupboard and doesn't do anything, so I'm thinking I'll take it off it and put it on my other bags and get some use out of it. So I've basically got some fishing line there. I don't know what poundage it is. It's good enough to catch bass and trout. Then the top here just pops off. Okay, then inside I have just a bag of trout bait. Okay, it still smells, and it's been sitting here literally for probably a year and a half, and there's still some nice odour to that trout bait. I guess this, because it's so tight, it is pretty much airtight. There is a little bit of air getting in, but airtight enough to keep that nice and fresh. I'll empty all the containers on contents. Sorry, on the table here. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. See that? Yeah. So there's a bit of room in there. Alright, so what have I got? Hey guys, nothing special. As I said, I'm not a fisherman. So I've got a couple of hooks, or a few hooks here. So I've got these red hooks, don't know what they are, don't know what number they are. So I've got 4 of those. And I've got these hooks with the weight connected to them. That's for the for my squidgies, the squidgy lures. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Got some more trout bait here, loose, so there's another 3 trout baits there. Sinkers, I've got 4 loose there, and then in this container I've got probably another 10. Alright, so I've got about 14 weights there, and then I've got just these other assorted hooks, and yeah, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 hooks there. So I think that's plenty just to have fun. A couple of squidgies there. But then in this packet here, I've got a full packet of squidgies with the scent, or the oh, I don't know, whatever it's called. And it's S-Factor Attack Trigger Instadel, whatever, blah blah. Squidgies Pro Range. Whatever, so some squidgies there. It's got a cork from a wine bottle. You know, we know what that's for, so that's there. So that's my little basic Dave Canterbury inspired fishing kit. You know, in a survival situation, you know, that would always be in my bag, depending on what bag I bring. And the benefit of having this is it's to cast and reel in the line. So that's that. The contents here all fit in here perfectly, and yeah, so that's my little fishing kit. But they're gonna go back out and try out the Shimano and deck out that little fishing kit there, or maybe buy a little bit bigger one. I like fishing with lures, to be honest, but I also want to go around and, you know, find some worms, or if I come across a frog or crickets or whatever, use that. But yeah, that's my dedicated fishing knife. So yeah, that's my little fishing kit. As I said, I'm going in a couple of weeks. I want to go for 2-nighter, and I've got to ring my mate and ask him if he can come. I'm hoping he can. I'm pretty sure he can. But yeah, so that's it, fellas. Little fishing kit. Cheers.